Hello, guys. We are watching
If
real
I could go
stories.
back in time and
that
tell my younger self
animated.
one
Let's
thing,
watch this.
it would be to never start cutting myself. When
Why
I was
would
in
you
my
do that?
second year of high school, and the stresses that were put on me to succeed and get certain grades in all my classes kind of got to me. I was never a great student. I was never good at tests. I was a C student at best. When I cut myself for the first time, I kind of thought, hey, this works. I don't feel awful anymore. And I didn't realize how hard it would be to keep them covered all the time. If somebody saw them, I would just say, like, oh, my cat scratched me or something like that.
Oh,
It got
okay.
really hard during gym class. Self-harm is an addiction. Once you start, it's nearly impossible to stop. It's been almost 10 years since I've started, and it's still happening. If something goes wrong at work, or if I fail a test, cutting myself is the very first thing that comes to mind. And that's a very scary thing to realize and face. A few years ago, my parents found out what I was doing, and my mom yelled at me saying that she didn't bring me into this world for me to cut myself up. Hearing that
that's
made
sad.
me face myself and realize, like, what I was doing is not only harmful for me, but harmful for everyone around me.
Yeah.
I've always been ashamed of this harmful habit.
Don't do this, kiddos.
You know what? I'm doing my best to get better and stop. It's just difficult when the smallest thing can land you right back into that headspace. I still have the scars, and looking at them is very painful, but scars fade eventually. I may not be able to fully fix myself right now, but I'm trying, and I want to at least help those around me who are suffering. If you are ever thinking or considering doing self-harm,
Where's the camera? There you guys are. I thought you guys got lost. Just kidding. Let's watch.
Please don't. It's a slippery, dangerous slope that you do not want to go down.
Oh, no.
Please talk to someone, talk to a loved one, get help. Just don't start.
We all have things that we're struggling with, and we
Who is
want to
this
tell
person?
you about a way you can get help. Our sponsor, BetterHelp, connects you with a professional therapist that you can chat with whenever you're in need of someone to talk to. Click the link in the description box.
Okay. Let's watch another one. I'll see you there, guys. Here we are. Real Stories Animated Story Booth.
So this incident happened when I was in high school, when I was a sophomore. My boyfriend at the time, which is my boyfriend still right now, had a weed brownie that he got from that morning from his cousin. And he freaked out because he saw the K-9 unit in front of the school, and he thought that he was going to be caught. So I said, okay, let's take it. And I was foolish because I have never taken a weed brownie before, so I didn't know how they worked or how they affect you. So we took it, and I took a little less than half, and I felt fine at the moment. I thought it was an instant thing. So we walked to the first period, and which was PE. And we were playing tennis when I started feeling a little woozy, and I was laughing at everything. And once first period ended, I went to the girls' locker room, and once I got in there, the whole room started going in circles.
No.
Started getting dizzy, and I felt like I was on a boat. And I told my friend, oh my God, I think the brownie hit. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yes. And I couldn't stand straight. I was freaking out. So I walked to second period, and my mouth started getting so dry instantly, as if there was sandpaper in my mouth. I sat down in my second period, and again, the whole room started going around and around.
Wait, guys, I'll be back. Okay, we're back.
The teacher walked up to me in slow motion, and he said, are you okay? And I said, no, can I please go to the nurse? I was just freaking out on the way. And once I got to the nurse, they sat me down and gave me ice cold water. And my arm just jerked, and I accidentally threw the water on the floor, and the nurses got mad, and I started crying. And they asked me, what do you feel? Have you taken any medication? And me, being in not the right state of mind, said, I took a weed brownie this morning. So they freaked out, and they called the vice principal in. And the vice principal was mad. She had a stern look on her face, and I don't remember anything she told me to this day. But all I remember was holding her hand because I thought I was going to fall off the 2-foot chair I was sitting on. I just remember seeing myself out of my body. Once my mom got there to pick me up, she didn't know what was going on. And when she found out, she was so mad. And on the way home, I was crying and sobbing, and still everything was going in slow motion. me and my grandma at the time were in a fight. And once I got home, I just ran to her and hugged her and cried and said, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I'm sorry. And the whole day, I just felt the same way I did in the morning. Do I regret it? Yes, at school.
Why not? Why won't you regret it?
No, because if it wasn't for that brownie, I probably would have still not talked to my grandma, and that helped rekindle our relationship. So please don't do drugs, kids, especially at school, because you would have a really bad reaction like I did.
Jesus, no. Okay, guys, we're going to have to end it there. See you in the next one.